One of the most unique sculptures you'll ever see, the Fist of Joe Louis at Hart Plaza. We're coming to you from Detroit, Michigan. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Sexton.
The surge in his free throw percentage this month is noticeable. He's looked a lot more comfortable at the line. Part of his job now should be attacking the D, going head-on, drawing fouls, and trying to ride this hot streak.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. D.A.?
Well, guys, for all of the star power Blake Griffin had when he was in Los Angeles, it was tough for him to be the leader of the Clippers. There were bigger voices in the locker room, such as CP3 and Doc Rivers. But Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said, in Detroit, he's definitely the leader. When he speaks, everybody listens. This is his team. Kevin?
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. And tonight, two teams, Brent, that like to get into their sets, work the ball, have a little patience. Back in your day, what was your favorite play to run in half court?
Any NBA player, Kevin, will tell you their favorite play to run in the half court was any play that was called for them. Yeah, so let's start with that. But most of the time, I just enjoyed sets where the ball moved around. 4 or 5 touches. We talk often about good to great, but when you knew the opportunity for you to shoot the ball was there, but there was a better one for the next guy, that's when you're operating at a high level.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And for Detroit, at the forward positions, Snell and Griffin. Rose is out there with Kennard, and it's Henson in at center. Here's Griffin, shot clock at 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
The inside game of Griffin, very polished and superb at getting into a position where he can cash in.
Now Garland. The pass to Osman. Now here's Garland. He's covered by Rose. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
You think about the Cavs and the 2 MVP awards that were won for that franchise. Of course, that was LeBron James in back-to-back seasons, both in 2009 and 2010.
He's off on the second. And then in 2013 with Miami, LeBron Brent finished 1 ballot shy, burning all the MVP votes.
We wouldn't see a unanimous MVP winner until Steph Curry did it in 2016. But just as impressive, if not more so, LeBron James with a total of 4 MVP trophies over a 5-year span.
And the Cavaliers with possession here, following the bucket by the Pistons. Drummond passes to Love, and Love throws it down.
Well, if Kevin Love gets that deep and has that kind of room, he's going to make sure of it with the jam.
And we're about 1.5 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Griffin. No one near him. Cavaliers with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Detroit, where they were able to handle the Pistons.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
We'll see if the other team will address that problem in this game, because last game, man, they just got smoked on the boards.
Rose looking around. Henson against Drummond. Good D by Drummond.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That is his first foul of the game. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to Chicago.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, two bad ones, one good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Here's Sexton following the basket by Blake Griffin. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love the pass to Osman. That falls. Great assist by Love. Rose with the ball. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Brooklyn. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Now, here's Garland. 8 points his last outing. Left side, Love. Shoots over Griffin. They get it back. The Pistons have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50% to the left side wing. Snell from outside hits the three-point bomb.
Yeah, you don't want to leave people open when Blake Griffin has vision of the floor. He exploited the hole in the defense that time.
Now, here's Sexton. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Here's Drummond. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Great use of the bounce pass. Thumbs down on that one, Kevin. Tough to defend against.
And so it's Rose bringing it up for the Pistons. Outside Griffin. That shot missing. Great D that time from Love. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Osman. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
The Pistons have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Here's Rose. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. And so here's Cleveland. Here's Sexton. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Sexton more and more in control and trying to deal with the aggressive defense so far in this game. Well, Colin Sexton describes himself as a combo guard who likes to stay in attack mode and is very explosive. When he sees a gap and he gets into seams, he gets down there and tries to make some things happen.
One shot.
Free throw good, Sexton. And Sexton a combo guard. Thus far more of a scorer than probably a playmaker.
I think that's really what he's aiming for. He likes to watch film on Russell Westbrook and James Harden, and as we know, Kevin, watching those two play, they are very hungry and thirsty to score on a nightly basis. I think that's where Colin is pretty much laying the foundation of his game. Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Here's Rose, and the layup is good. Rose has got his second bucket of the night.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Rose. Fires from deep, and there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Drummond.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here's Rose. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Henson, and he banks in the layup.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Garland, the pass to Sexton. Here's Drummond, gets himself open and drills it.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Rose. Passes it to Kennard. Griffin looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. No good that time. And Cleveland will come the other way. Pass to Osman. Back to Sexton. And it's off from three-point range. Pistons trail by 4. Shots good by Kennard.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now, here's Garland. He's tightly guarded. Over to the wing. Tries it from 9. And Love gets it to go. Love's got 6. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. We know officials try to be as objective as possible, Brent. It does sometimes feel like we get superstar calls, though, correct?
I think there's absolutely superstar calls, Kevin. And, you know, the purist in me wants the referees to keep it fair. But understanding that the game is entertainment and understanding what it takes to be that level of player, every now and then seeing a guy like James Harden getting a few more free throws or watching Giannis find his way to the line a few more times, I shrug my shoulders and I say, yeah, I actually kind of get it.
Yeah, good examples. And the Pistons, an entirely new group now out there. Brown dishes to Doumbouya. Wood kicks to Brown. Here's Doumbouya. Off target from three-point range. Last outing for the Pistons, it was a loss to Brooklyn. Tipped away. And there's the pass to Garland. Exum dishes to Drummond. Back to Exum. Three-pointer on the way. They get it again. Thompson with the bucket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Galloway. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. And here's Brown outside. That's good. And so Galloway with the assist.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Now, here's Garland. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Here's Drummond. Here's Porter. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Pistons trail by 6. Here's Galloway. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Doumbouya. He kicks it to Brown. 5 to shoot. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Here's Galloway. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Now, here's Porter. Tight defense on him. Thompson. Here's Drummond. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Galloway taking his time here. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
Now Garland. Thompson outside. Six to shoot. Kicks it to Exum. And it's blocked by Brown. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. Larry Nance is checked in for the Cavaliers. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's top rebounding teams this season. The Cavaliers 4th.
You know, it's not necessarily a glamour stat, but make no mistake, their top-notch board work has been a huge key to their success.
Dumboya passes to Maker. Brown outside. Maker kicks to Galloway. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Dumboya. Off target with his 3. Cleveland leading by 6. It's stolen by Maker. Left side, Brown. And Maker with the basket on the assist by Brown.
Getting better at keeping his balance as Thon Maker builds up his body. He'll be a little bit more rooted on the floor.
Garland the pass to Nance. Thompson outside. Out to the right wing. There's Garland, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he's kept this percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
Shoot 2.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Pistons trail by 5. There's Galloway. Pass to Dumboya. Back to Galloway. 5 on the clock. Nice ball movement by Detroit from outside the arc. He can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And the Pistons getting another bucket right there. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Garland kicks to Exum. There's the dish to Garland. Inside. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Galloway with the bucket.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Exum with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Keeps it alive. And there's Thompson putting it right back in. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Now, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Cavaliers lead by 3. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Wood out there with Doumbouya. Then there's Maker. Then there's Brown. And it's Galloway in at the point guard. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Long season, Brent, halfway through. Some teams try to create camaraderie, team dinners and team trips, and I would think that would help.
Well, that helps with your personal savings. You're not spending,
absolutely.
You're not spending your per diem.
No per diem spend.
Well, there's a tremendous article that was written last year about what it is that Greg Popovich created in San Antonio. Funny thing, when that article came out about the Spurs dinner culture, I had people that were calling me up going, you should read this. And I said, read it. I lived it.
I'm right in the middle
Are you kidding
of it.
me? But absolutely, time like that, time where you have conversation, time in front of one another, where you learn about, hopefully you're learning about the vulnerabilities of your teammate, because in the end, that's what ends up making you stronger. So I think those kind of things help immensely.
And so he hits both. Pistons trail by 5. Lets a floater go. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. And Porter, here we go. Exum's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, in Blake Griffin, the Pistons have their biggest star in years, probably going back to their championship team of 2004. A return to all-star form for Blake meant tremendous individual numbers last season. And the Pistons hadn't won a playoff game in more than a decade. Still not the result they want in 2019. The Pistons will be trying to capitalize during Blake's prime. Kevin, we'll see where this franchise goes from here.
We sure will, David, but he's a terrific player. Thank you so much. Now here's Brown, following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Maker, no one around him. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Here's Exum, and Maker sends it back.
Well, the positioning of Thon Maker is going to help him be a much more dependable shot blocker.
Here's Galloway. Fires from the wing. And yes, it's good. The Cavaliers have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Now Detroit moving it up. Rips down the breakaway slam. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Zizic has checked in for Tristan Thompson. Osman comes in for Porter. And it's Colin Sexton in for Exum. Snell from outside. Cavaliers with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. And Griffin sends it back.
Great to see Griffin going hard on the defensive end. Rejections like that are crucial to his development.
The Pistons have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Now the pass to Snell. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Outside Griffin. Clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Griffin's got 6 points.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
It's tipped. Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Rose.
And no one really crashing down on the backside. A breakdown defensively.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Thompson.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds.
Now, here's Garland. 9 points in the game so far. And he lobs it up. Kennard with the rebound. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
Here's Garland following the basket by Blake Griffin. Now, here's Garland. Over Rose. That one's good, and the Piston lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Garland. For Detroit, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Here's Snell. Up top, Griffin. That one misses. It's his 5th miss. He's made 4 baskets.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Sexton the pass to Garland. 6 on the shot clock. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Pass to Henson. Out to the wing. Here's Snell. To the paint. Here's Rose. Count that bucket. Rose has got 6.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Ball's knocked loose. Passes it to Zizic. Shoots over Henson. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to a point with the bucket from Zizic. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons, coming off that loss against the Nets.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Yeah, and quick, like as quick as possible. That was a dismal showing, especially for them at the offensive end.
And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1 3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
Well, free throw drops for Griffin. You know, so many great dribblers, ball handlers in this league right now. Who's the best at shooting off the bounce?
Well, 3 prime candidates to do that, Kevin, exist at the point guard position, and I put James Harden in the point guard category with how much he has the ball. Harden, Kyrie, Steph Curry, three great names that are able to find their way to get the ball into the shooting pocket. No matter where they move, off the dribble, finding consistency. It's a really sought-after attribute in the players who are coming up now because of how impactful these guys have been.
Now here's Love. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
He also had 2 blocks that really impacted that game, guys. He really made his presence known.
Sexton, that doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And the Cavaliers call time here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
Garland kicks to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 16-6 run. Rose passes to Snell. And here is Henson. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn.
The other part of his game was the outstanding D. Shot blocking is a huge momentum shifter, and his 2 blocks really turned the game in their team's favor.
And after that solid opening quarter, you can see now he is definitely starting to cool off.
Well, this is where Henson gets plenty of his points, trolling the offensive glass.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 11. Here's Love. Rebounded by the Pistons. Griffin's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Rose. The second effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Whether as a starter or a defensive asset off the bench, Henson's willing to play whatever role the team needs him to.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That's good from Henson. Drummond's checked in for Ante Zizic. Henson hits them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Garland, the pass to Love. Shoots over Griffin, and Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist by Garland. Garland's got assist number 5 here tonight. So it's Detroit now. To the right side. Now Henson. He's got 10. No good from 18.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
And Sexton slams it in.
Sexton getting right through the defense and putting that speed to work.
Pistons leading by 5. Outside Rose, down low. Love grabs the board.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Detroit. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving. and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Toronto Raptors.
And for the matchup with the Grizzlies, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
First free throw is good.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Thon Maker's checked in for Griffin. Bruce Brown comes in for Tony Snell. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Rose. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Exum, he's checked in for Garland. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 7. Out left to the wing. Here's Sexton. And that comes off the assist by Exum. And it's 8 points for Colin Sexton.
Well, that's in rhythm and right on target, as Sexton has a very well-rounded offensive game and playing in control now.
Kennard kicks to Brown. To the middle. Henson the pass to Galloway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot from 16. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. Here's Love, and again it's Cleveland.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Galloway, defended by Sexton. The kick out to Brown. A three-pointer off the mark. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And it's Exum in the corner. He's a 3. Rebound by the Pistons.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Detroit's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. There's the pass to Kennard. A minute 50 left to play here in the half. Henson, and just miss after miss right now. The Cavaliers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Shoots from 12. And Maker sends it back. Galloway, the pass to Brown. And here is Maker. To the wing right side. Here's Kennard. 9 points last game out. Brown the pass to Galloway. From outside off the mark. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. Love outside. Exum with a wide open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
One player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Henson trying to break free. Galloway, no good.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Pistons lead by 2. 27 seconds left to play in the first half. Sexton with it. 8 points for him. He dishes it to Love. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. .12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Here's Galloway. Puts up a three. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Pistons ahead, up 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks. Tight game tonight, Dwayne. How do you break this thing open in the second half?
Well, number one is we got to make sure we get in a defensive disposition. You know, right now we're kind of trading buckets. We're anticipating, putting them on the foul line. So we got to play from an anticipatory style of defense, whereas we're not reacting to where they have us on our heels.
Case, thanks for your time. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period, but 4 points was the biggest it got. They were a little more aggressive in the second quarter, and it paid off. They went from trailing to now holding a 2-point halftime lead. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise, making good decisions, and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
The thing I like was how they were making a conscious effort to work the ball inside. They should do the same in the second half. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Whether running the offense through the post, driving it, doesn't matter. Get to the rim, and the rest will take care of itself.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from John Henson so far in this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Cavaliers trailing. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Garland in at the 1 spot. Now, here's Sexton. Pass to Garland. Shot clock at 6. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And in the summer of 2018, Kevin Love signed a 4-year, $120 million extension to remain in Cleveland.
Yeah, and Kevin right now is the bridge from what was to potentially what will be. And in that what will be scenario, what will be happening is Kevin Love probably gets traded at some point. But he's been great for Cleveland. He's been a great ambassador for the city. The things that he's doing off the court philanthropically have been amazing. And Kevin Love is not done in the NBA. Still another team out there for him to go to and contribute to. You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
The basket good off the assist from Sexton. 12 points for Love.
Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
90 seconds now into the second half. Outside Rose, and Darius Garland picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's Henson. He's got 14. Snell kicks to Rose. Passes to Henson. Clock is at 3. Poked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond.
And let's take a look at John Henson. Some stats on him. He's been dominant over the last month.
10th in blocks. And with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Now here's Love for the tie. 2 points. That one goes. Love's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
Appreciate the energy that Kevin Love is bringing to this contest. Active and engaged on the inside and looking for his shot.
Pass to Kennard. Here's Griffin. Buries it from three-point range. Griffin's got 13.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Sexton. He's got 8. Love outside. Fires top of the key. Derrick Rose grabs the miss. Pistons leading by 3. Griffin finds Rose. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Good on the bucket. He's got 8.
And with the lift that Rose gets from his legs, he's able to put such a soft touch on those floaters. That's a great shot for him.
Now here's Garland. 11 points in the game.
And the D just a step slow, reacting to the step back.
Outside Rose. And stolen by Sexton. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. The pass to Osman. Count that one. Now just a 1-point Piston lead.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
The Pistons have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Kennard, the pass to Griffin. Dishes it to Rose. Pass to Snell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Kennard. Launches it. Love grabs the board. Love's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Love.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
The Pistons shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And typically a strength of theirs. 79% on the season.
Makers check in for John Henson. And then for Cleveland, Zizic comes in for Drummond. And it's Nance in for Kevin Love.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Garland, the pass to Nance. No good. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. Passes it to Snell from downtown. No good that time. For Cleveland, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton getting ahead of steam. You could see he had his eyes on the rim and then the body to follow.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Pistons. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. A nice shot by Griffin.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Over to the left wing. The open look here for Sexton. No good on the triple.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Cavaliers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime, 5 out of 11. Garland, the pass to Zizic. Nice D from Griffin. And that's a foul called on Ante Zizic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Exum's checked in. Pistons leading by 4. And the wide open shot from Rose. No good off the back of the rim.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was the 2018 Coach of the Year, but as we all know, he was fired after that same season by the Raptors. Casey's found a home in Detroit. Casey said, "I have no regrets." Winston Churchill said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. And that's what I've done." So, Kevin, Dwayne Casey is still pounding the rock.
He sure is, and I like that Churchill quote as well. Thanks, David. And he makes the first.
And Sexton understands what's at stake for him, so the passion that he brings to the court on a nightly basis has to be there.
Doomboy is checked in for the Pistons. Porter's checked in for Cleveland. And he makes both free throws.
Yeah, the rookie class last year was very impressive, especially the top 5 picks earning all rookie first team honors. Colin is one of those guys last year, 3rd among rookies in scoring, and really was good towards the tail end of the season.
Here's Kennard. He has 7. Back to Rose. 6 to shoot. No good with the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Count it, good. And Sexton, the 3rd rookie ever to average 16 points per game with over 40% from long range, and Brent over 80% from the line.
Yeah, a lot of that, Kevin, came late in the season as he tried to get his footing early on. Scored 20 points or more in 8 straight games. He was the first rookie to do that since Tim Duncan did it back in 1998.
Now, here's Sexton, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Here's Exum, and trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. The feed to Maker. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists tonight.
And Maker just needs to shoot the ball with consistency from that spot on the floor.
Now here's Exum. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Sexton, and Maker sends it back.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's Doumbouya following the score by Cleveland. Here's Kennard. He's got 7. Back to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
Well, it's 7-1. He doesn't have far to go, but found Maker rising up that time.
Cavaliers have gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Sexton kicks to Exum. Pass to Nance. It's stolen by Maker. Griffin passes to Rose. Back to Griffin. In the corner, Kennard with it. Buries the long-range jumper. Kennard's got 6 in the quarter.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Outside, Porter. The pass to Zizic. Back to Porter. He kicks it to Sexton. Clock at 6. Looking to end his cold spell. And Griffin sends it back.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Pass to Kennard. Here's Maker, and fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two.
That size a lot to deal with out there. Con Maker uses it to his advantage to get a foul.
For Detroit, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Shooting two.
He's off on the first. A different look here for Detroit. Wood, he's checked in for Griffin. Brown comes in for Luke Kennard. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Rose. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Thompson's checked in. And the second free throw, good. And so Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. Pass to Exum. Pass to Zizic. Over Maker. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Zizic. Detroit's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Brown, the pass to Galloway. Inside. Here's Maker. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Nance has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Exum, and he uses the glass on the layup. Now just a 2-point Detroit lead.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
1:57 left to play in the third. There's Galloway. 8 points for him. Just 4 to shoot. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Exum. No good. That would have tied it. The Pistons shooting the ball at 42%. Drew Moyer with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Galloway, no good. It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. Now, here's Exum. D right on him. Kicks to Nance. And the pass to Zizic. Here's Sexton. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Pass to Galloway. Here's the break for the lead. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 6 here in this quarter.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
And, well, Detroit shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Down low, there's Maker, and the dunk by Maker.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball, following the bucket by the Pistons. And Nance kicks to Sexton. Here's Exum. Kept alive. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, if Thompson is going to get that deep, you almost have to wrap 2 hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Thompson.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
So he picks up just one from the line that time.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Here's Rose. He sinks the 11-footer. Rose has got 10.
And such a tough cover off the dribble is Derrick Rose. When he stops short for the pull-up, you're really at his mercy.
13 feet away. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pistons lead by 1. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Now let's take a listen on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Possession by possession. The only way we're going to get back in this thing. Starting right now, possession by possession. Let's stay together. That's all we got, baby. It's our fight and pride. Right here. Here we go.
Well, you hear it all the time, Greg. One play at a time. That's what he's highlighting now.
And smart that Coach Casey is doing this, realizing that this is the only way they're going to snatch the lead.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Tony Snell, Wood out there with Maker, then it's Rose, and it's Brown in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. The Pistons making a change here. Henson's checked in, and he ends up missing both free throws. There's Garland. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists in the game. The Pistons trailing. Outside Rose. It's Wood, top of the key. Bounce pass from Rose. Five to shoot. Wood passes to Snell. From the arc. Thompson with the rebound. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sexton laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 3-point Cleveland lead.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Rose passes to Brown. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Rose kicks to Wood. And a miss there on the triple. Cleveland leading by 3. Here's Osman. Second chance shot. Here's Thompson. Rebound, Detroit. Henson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Detroit, no good that time either. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Basket good.
Too easy that time. Sexton sniffing it out and then getting to an area on the floor that made that one easy.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Dwayne Casey went over with his team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin, he's trying to keep them focused.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Now, here's Garland. Passes it to Osman. Now here's Thompson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Left side Rose, and he makes that one.
And Rose, so dangerous coming off the pick. All he needs is a half step, and he can do the rest.
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Thompson right side. Here's Sexton. Bangs home the trifecta. Sexton's got 7 points for the quarter.
Now trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Pistons trail by 6. Outside Rose. Nifty move. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Drummond. That one, no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for the Pistons. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Love's checked in for Drummond. Here's Henson. Count it.
Now this is where he should operate. Henson has developed his skills, but has limited range.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Rose. Pass to Osman. A 15-footer. 2 points. That one goes. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
Now making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
The pass to Henson. Stolen by Garland. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Garland leading the charge. Throw good. Garland. Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Christian Wood. And he can't hit the second.
Not a perfect trip to the line, but at least he made this game a 2-possession affair.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Feeds to Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Justin Thompson with some force on that one.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 5-point game. To the paint. Here's Griffin. The shot comes out. Good D by Love. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Sexton's shot is good.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Rose. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And Rose playing a big role offensively. He's got to be a focal point of your defensive scouting report. No doubt he can hurt you.
Pass to Sexton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Now, you could tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Rose. And Griffin slams it in.
Well, Griffin is going to come to the game with a certain attitude, and nights like this where he's going after domination, he can be dangerous.
Now, here's Garland. Doubled by Henson. Passes it to Thompson. And here's Love. To the left wing. Lets it go from deep. And there's Garland. That's good on the assist by Love. Love's got 4 assists now tonight.
He's going to punish you, Kevin, if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Now here's Henson. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
Griffin against Love. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And they continue to control the glass.
Doubled by Henson. Garland kicks to Thompson. Pass to Love. To the middle. Takes it from 10. And again, it's Cleveland.
Kevin Love, great recognition as to what was happening there. Saw the floor, saw the teammate, and saw the passing opportunity.
Pistons trail by 10. Oh, Griffin in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is why Blake Griffin appears on your highlight reel on a nightly basis. Loves rising up for the alley-oop.
Garland with it. Working on Rose. And it's Love missing. The Pistons have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%. 7 of 14. The shot's good from Kennard.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And guys, one thing that has been interesting to see since Blake Griffin came to Detroit is how he's developed as a leader, has come into his own with how he takes responsibility for the team's play.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Darius Garland.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he could be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. I mean, he kept his head and just stayed patient.
Now, here's Garland. And here's Sexton. Blake Griffin pulls it in. Griffin's And with Griffin, you look at his time on the Clippers, and for most of his career, he was more of a second in command.
Coach Casey said last year early on that Griffin is the leader of this team, and Blake took it upon himself to step up to the challenge. Makes sense no matter how you look at it. He's their best player and needs to be one of the leaders.
Love outside. Shoots over Griffin. Love, no good. And so Griffin will bring it up for Detroit. In the corner, Snell with it. And Detroit with another turnover here. Drummond's checked in for the Cavaliers. Cleveland leading by 8. Sexton kicks to Garland. Back to Sexton. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Osman, the pass to Love, and the dunk by Love.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Rose. And there's the pass to Griffin. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Love. Cleveland's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. A look from Rose. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The league can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Rose up on top. Here's Griffin. And it's good off the back rim and in. Griffin's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there. Now Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's Cleveland.
Letting Sexton fall into that kind of rhythm, that's a disaster for the defense. They got to be better.
Outside Rose. Steps back and shoots. And it's Osman with the rebound. Osman's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 31 points.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
So it's the Pistons now. They trail by 14. Pass to Griffin. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops.
There's some unique qualities to the play of Blake Griffin, a big with incredible handles and passing skills who can still throw it down.
Blake Griffin hits them both. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. Garland with it. Pass to Sexton. Love up top. Releases. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Love's got the lead up to 14 now for the Cavs. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And Griffin, here we go. Good on the shot.
And Griffin's such a special talent. He connects on those difficult finishes time and time again.
The free throw drops for Griffin. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Garland. Pass to Osman. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. The shot will not fall. And Detroit the other way now. Kennard kicks to Rose. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Sort of reminding me of a little Ben Wallace action here from his years with the Pistons. He's been that much of a force rebounding the ball.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Cavaliers making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And here's Knight. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. It's a 13-point game. There's the pass to Wood. That's good. The assist that time from Knight.
Some good court awareness that time from Brandon Knight. He's a creative guard who has a good feel for when his guys are open.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Elvedova, the pass to Love. Shoots over Griffin. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Takes a 3. Mikhailuk can't get it to go. Here's McKinney. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Dante Exum. Dante, still a young guy in this league. What do you want to focus on with your development?
I think it's just staying in the defensive end. Sometimes in the heat of the play, you kind of lose sight of it, and it's just about staying in there and just helping your teammates out. So,
a very young guy on a very good team. Thank you, Dante. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.